What's up, gardeners? This is my plot at a community garden somewhere in Pittsburgh. And it rained quite a bit the other day, and I'm checking back in on things. You can see lots of stuff coming up. That is probably a maxima, because maxima's growing here, as well as a bunch of brassicas. I got some lentils in here. You can see those coming up as well. And so yeah, I just sort of peeled back the cardboard, and there was very nice soil underneath that I came to check out, and so that's just been sitting there. This is a good thing to plant into, it looks like. And yeah, as you can see, there's plenty going on. I thought I didn't plant corn, but there's some corn. I planted okra as well. Sure if I'm seeing any of that yet, but it's probably in the mix. Anyway, yeah, lots of stuff just about to pop up. Melons, got those in. I think I did Korean melon and regular melon as well. So stuff's just gonna kind of start popping out, and that's cool. All is good here, it looks like. Covered it with a little bit of dirt. There was some dirt here on this mound that they left for me, and put some potatoes in. So I covered it with dirt and then a little bit of wood chips as well. And yeah, so all sorts of stuff coming in. When I was here yesterday, I thought all I could see was brassicas, but now I'm seeing all sorts of other stuff. And the guy who comes in here to weed, site manager, kind of stepped on a few things, but it actually looks like it's okay. You know, I guess that's just one more level of survival of the fittest. But yeah, it is spring. It's cool just to see stuff coming up. This is I would say 1/4 of a plot that I'm going to continue to plan out. So, I don't really have time this weekend. My parents are going to be in town. We'll be showing them around Pittsburgh. But I do intend to plant out more of this plot. So I have access to everything right here. As well as, I was talking to the manager, and he said anything on the perimeter, if you want to come and side down the weeds, replace those with whatever you think might grow. Otherwise, feel free. So that's what I've been told. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little water here, although nothing seems too in danger. Nothing seems super dry, but just while I'm at it. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Quite nice. I might come, I don't know, it was pretty quick putting this one in here. I might do another row of stuff, just because it is a good time, and you know, the earlier the better. Get a little bit of a leg up on some of these weeds. So this blank area here, it's covered with cardboard, so they're a little cautious. They don't plant underneath the cardboard, because, I don't know, lead contamination is a big deal here. I guess I will have to get my stuff tested and see what's going on, but I hope it's okay. Otherwise, I mean, it's still useful for breeding, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, very happy to see lots of stuff coming up right now. So I'm gonna do a quick little water. This is the fence that's supposed to keep the deer out of the garden plot here. Here's a big pile of wood chips that's for us to use. Kind of seems like other people have been taking them too. I don't know though. Japanese knotweed is the enemy of the people here in this region. There's some growing out of the pile of wood chips. It just kind of takes off. Erosion, as I've mentioned before, is a big problem here. Everything's kind of hilly. So I'm interested in trying to find things that will outgrow this as a weed, of course, or methods, elegant, gentle methods of establishing other things. So I'm gonna give it a shot in a few places. Like, you know, go up somewhere like here and just cut things out and really put in a bunch of vegetable seeds and see what happens. You know, maybe it doesn't even have to be vegetables, but you know, what will outgrow this? That's the question we want to be asking. What can we use to do this elegantly? So, we'll see. So there are the beds. I think the manager of this site said that they were going to be planning in about 2 weeks. So a little later than what I'm used to in Kentucky. This is Pittsburgh, although they are both zone 6B, I think. But I can plan in over here as well. As you can see, it's a pretty heavy layer of wood chips, but I might try and just throw some stuff down and see if I can get lucky. Come in with the scythe and do a real close mow down and then see what happens. So at the end of the day, not really lacking in space. If they let me do what I want to do here. I'm not trying to be too greedy, but these are not official beds. Those are, right? They have a composting operation here. So this is the name of the site is actually a food recycling center, and so they have a place here where you can drop your food scraps, and then they've got sort of a compost cycle going. Some of this is sort of in partnership with private business. There is a composting business that's involved here on some level in the processing of the compost. A little bit of sorting going on here. Some browns, it looks like. We got leaves and cardboard. So I think this business partners with other businesses to get, you know, food waste, food scraps, as well as compostable paper products and things like that. And it's all kind of part of the process. One thing I was noticing the other day when I was here is, of course, if there's going to be food waste, seeds will be popping up. And so if there's any question as to whether things will germinate in this weather, the answer seems to be yes. It is a go for some kind of, I don't know, squash or pumpkin, but that's gonna get probably just turned into compost. Although the manager, he was saying to me, if you see anything that looks like something you might want to use, just pull it out and replant it. But I don't know what it is. Cucumber or something. So interesting. Here we got greasy pizza boxes. Can't be recycled, but can be composted. That's how I understand it. Okay, here's the knotweed as it's grown up. Yeah, plenty of, enough sunlight. I think that there's, something we could pull off here. But, it might be kind of fun to just wander around here a little and see what we can get going on in the kind of marginal areas as well. Everyone around here is like, deer, the deer will get your stuff, the deer will get your stuff. But I'm gonna kind of take that as a given and see what happens regardless. It can't be a total loss to the deer, or can it? All right, I'm gonna go home. Just taking a moment to kind of think about nature here. As you can see, there's a lot of old houses that are in various levels of disrepair, which is why a site like this can exist. People are doing cool stuff. Renewal on any level is a good thing. A lot of houses, the so-called good bones. Let's look at all this green space. We're smack dab in the middle of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's kind of strange like that. You turn a corner and suddenly it's just a forest or a hill or a new kind of neighborhood. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see. But yeah, this might be a fun area to just kind of try and see what I can get away with. Chopping things down and planting in new things. Raking out certain areas, maybe. Certainly be an interesting challenge. It rains plenty here. Although I haven't spent a full summer, so I'm not sure how dry it gets, how much supplemental water will be required down the line. But, that's also something to experiment with in terms of the edge of where there's good sun exposure and shade. Beautiful, a lot of green. A lot of things growing easily and on their own. No one's coming in here and fertilizing. And if you think of, nature abhorring a vacuum, this is just part of how it goes. The big problem around here is people dumping their trash. Yesterday I saw a sofa just kind of in the middle of a bunch of knotweed, and it looked pretty interesting. Perhaps there's something that could kind of climb up into the knotweed if it's been cut down. That could be interesting. But yeah, this is an experiment that I look forward to undertaking. Give it a shot, Lots of green, lots of things growing. Nature will keep going if humans ever screw up so badly that we just kind of end it for all of ourselves. Nature will keep chugging along. Who knows? Maybe there will be a new animal that develops language down the line after us. It would be interesting if there was all of a sudden a sort of fossil record of intelligent life, like 1 billion years ago, or something like that. Also, but it's kind of hard to tell also, what the signs of intelligent life might necessarily be. Maybe we're just missing something. May 18th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nature's popping off.